Good Monday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas Weather here on September the 8th, 2025. Taking a look at your evening weather blog here for this Monday evening. Going over the 6-day forecast and the details behind it, and also sharing a beautiful afternoon with you guys with some of the pictures that you guys sent in at the end of this video. Let's talk about the 6-day forecast. So we're starting off. Today was a nice day for the most part. Temperatures were in the upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. Overnight lows tonight, going to be on the cooler side of things. I do think we reached the lower to mid 50s across most of the area. Not going to rule out maybe the possibility of an upper 40 or two, but I really think for the most part we're going to stay in the lower 50s across most of the area with those temperatures on Tuesday beginning the warming trend as false fall comes to an end, or this bit of false fall anyways comes to a bit of an end, with a summer return expected by the end of this upcoming work week. For the most part though, this week's going to remain on the drier side. Lower dew points will lead to temperatures really just feeling like what they actually feel like, what the actual temperature is. Not expecting much in terms of humid air. On Tuesday, temperatures are going to increase into the mid 80s with overnight lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Partly cloudy skies, a few mix of some sun and clouds look likely there on Tuesday. Then as we go into Wednesday, the 90s make their return. Lower 90s looks like a good possibility for highs, with overnight lows in the lower 60s there as well. Then on to Thursday, we continue to increase up into the mid 90s, right around 95, with overnight lows in the mid 60s. And on Friday, we continue to just slowly warm up with that ridge of high pressure continuing to center back over us as it moves more towards the east, and we'll talk about that more in detail here in just a few moments. But as you can see, to end up this upcoming weekend, going to be a complete swap compared to what we had this past weekend. Temperatures are going to range from the upper 90s there across the region on Saturday and Sunday, with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies expected throughout this week, with overnight lows getting back up into the 70s or around 70 degrees there as well. So let's talk about the details behind this. What's occurring with this? So what you're seeing here is the European model. This is your 500 millibar level heights. This is like the red colors are just your higher heights, your blues and greens are your lower heights. So this, for example, was what we seen and observed on Friday. Back on Friday, you'll notice that ridge of high pressure non-existent really. That lower pressure system, that trough, had led to some cooler air getting down here and being able to allow a cold front to come through. That ridge of high pressure got pushed off pretty much to the west coast. But watch what happened over this weekend. You slowly start to see it return and build as we go forward here. You can see it over here off over the 4 states region out there, that right where that blue H is. This is Monday. This is later tonight. But watch what happens as we go throughout this week. As you can see, Tuesday, we're still going to be in the 80s. But look at this just slowly pushing to the east as we go throughout this through this upcoming time frame here. And as we go into the middle of the week, you can see that ridge of high pressure makes its return, and really you can see when those 90s start to settle in there in terms of just the ridge of high pressure centering over us there this weekend and just staying over us there across southwestern Arkansas and Arkansas in general. So what will that do for the temperatures? Let's talk about that and pull that up and show you a little more in detail about what's going on here with this. This is our temperature outlook with the GFS. So this isn't going to be perfect, but it just helps us get the overall details. You're going to notice, though, as we put this in motion, overnight lows going to be down in those 50s. And then as we start to go throughout tomorrow, this is just on the warmer side. But you can see mid 80s, maybe a few lower 90s. But really just watch the trend. We start to continue to warm up throughout this upcoming week, and you can continue to see that there on the GFS model. That indicates a good indicator that, hey, it's going to continue to warm up even as we go into this weekend. And I know this says 100 degrees. We're going to watch it closely. This is just one model. Remember, it takes a lot of other things than just one model to build a forecast. But you can get the general idea. the heat does make its or looks to make its return here soon. And look at these dew point values today. It's been on the drier side, and really as we go throughout this week, other than maybe some just brief little humid or some humider air there, for the most part, we're really on the drier side of things this week. 60s, 50s for dew points compared to being up in the upper 60s and near 70. You can see really just drier air. So what that's going to lead to when we take a look at wind chill and heat index potentials, they're not going to be as big of a factor. Look at this. Temperatures are pretty much going to be right there around where they're actually forecasted to be at with those feel-like temperatures. So not expecting, that humid, hot air, a little more on the drier side. But we will keep a close eye on that as we go forward throughout the time frame. And looking at rainfall chances, not a whole lot expected for us. Looking through this, you can see this is just one of the models here, the precipitation chances. And really, as we go throughout this upcoming week, this is into Friday, you can see just dry conditions expected there according to the GFS, and pretty much the other models show a very similar situation and ordeal there with that. So with that being said, we had an awesome afternoon today, and we have a photo to share from Texarkana from Stephen Yarberry. I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I didn't. But an awesome picture of some classic cars from his backyard there, enjoying that beautiful fall-like day with sunny and clear skies. As always, just thanks everybody for their support, for helping us get this information to you guys. If you have any afternoon pictures or just any weather-related pictures that you would like to share from that current day for the evening weather blog, make sure to let us know, tag us on Facebook, and we will put you in the YouTube video at the end of the day. Just want to say big thanks as always to all of our supporters and all of our sponsors. As always, Patterson's Credit Union, Southern Dumpster Rental, Landmark Insurance Agency, Palmer's Roofing, and J&S Auto Supply Bumper to Bumper. We are blessed to work with 5 great companies here in Southwest Arkansas. Make sure to check them all out for if you have anything that they can offer, from roofing to insurance to banking to dumpster rentals to car or to auto, just auto supplies or stuff of that nature. Feel free to contact them and let them know, or just give them a call and they can help you with what they offer. As always, I want to say big thanks to all of you for supporting us as well. This wouldn't be possible without each of your support. Make sure to check us out here on YouTube. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get notified anytime we upload a video, as well as check us out over on Facebook and over on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you like this video if you like what you see. That's how we know that you like these videos and like this sort of information. And like we always say, make sure to subscribe. It's free to do so here on YouTube. A lot of our people who watch these videos, they're not subscribed. A lot of people don't have accounts. It's super easy to make one. If you wanted to do that, and if you feel led to do that, feel free to. As always, though, thank you guys very much for supporting us. Have a great rest of your Monday evening. See you back here tomorrow evening for another look at what's in store in the evening weather blog. And unless we have some major changes, it's going to be almost a copy and paste sort of deal, because there's not a whole lot to talk about this week. Drier air is here, but summer is slowly going to return as we go into this weekend. It's Arkansas, our fall time of year. You know what you say here in Arkansas, you can never be too sure summer is gone until winter gets here. So just remember that fall. We enjoyed it, but summer's got to make its grand return some point of the other there. But as always, have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you guys very much for trusting us right here at your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Have a great rest of your evening.